They say people change slowly, over months, over years, over entire chapters of life. But sometimes, the moment that changes you is only 1 second long. A second where a comment lands wrong. A second where your chest tightens. A second where the heat rushes up your neck, and you feel yourself slipping into the same reaction you promised you wouldn't repeat. And this is the part that hurts the most. Not the anger, not the tension, not even the conflict, but the shame, the quiet, heavy shame of reacting too much to something so small, because your old wounds still sit so close to the surface. This is the pain many people carry, hidden, silent, unseen. The shame of overreacting to tiny things, because the past never really learned how to let you feel safe. Today, we go into that wound, not to reopen it, but to remove its power. Today, you learn the Stoic 3-second rule, a daily habit so small, you can use it mid-sentence, yet strong enough to untangle emotional patterns you've carried for years. Take a slow breath. Let's begin. There's a man named Daniel. On the outside, he's calm, collected, dependable, but inside, he's always bracing for impact. Growing up, his father's voice could change. Without warning, a quiet room could become dangerous in a heartbeat. A small mistake could turn into an explosion. So Daniel learned to react fast, to defend fast, to protect fast, to anticipate danger, even when no danger was there. Now, he's an adult, sitting in a team meeting, and his co-worker casually says, "You missed a detail in the report." It's not harsh, it's not even personal, but Daniel feels the heat rise instantly. His jaw locks, his breath shortens, his chest tightens as if a threat has entered the room. He responds too quickly, too sharply, and the mood shifts. Later, he apologizes, but inside, he asks himself the same painful question he's asked for years. Why did I react like that? Why do small things hit me so deeply? Why do I feel ashamed afterward, even when no one is attacking me? This is the wound millions of people carry. And if this feels familiar, know this: you're not broken. You're remembering. Your body is remembering what it had to survive. But survival patterns make terrible guides for a peaceful life. This is why the Stoics created practices, not philosophies, habits, not theories, tools, not ideas, because emotional clarity cannot be achieved by thinking alone. It must be trained, reconditioned, practiced in the tiny spaces where reactions begin. And that tiny space is 3 seconds long. The first second is where you notice the impulse, not fight it, not judge it, just notice the heat, the tightening, the sudden urge to speak quickly, defend yourself, or shut down. Most people never see the reaction forming. They only see the explosion. But when you catch the impulse, you become the observer instead of the reactor. Once you're the observer, you already have more power than the past has over you. The next 3 seconds belong to your breath, a slow inhale, followed by an even slower exhale. Breathing is not symbolic, it is biological. It tells your nervous system that the threat is not real, even if the memory of threat is. So you breathe, not to calm the moment, but to reclaim the moment from your history. Because here is the truth that most people never say out loud. You're not reacting to the present. You're reacting to the past that looks like the present. And you feel ashamed afterward, because who you became in that moment is not who you want to be now. Around this point of the video, I want to welcome you back to Inner Stoic. If you're new here, this is where we practice emotional discipline, the kind that frees your mind instead of suppressing your feelings. If you've been here before, you already know Stoicism isn't about being cold. It's about being clear. It's about building the inner authority to choose your response, no matter what emotion rises. Let's continue. There is a moment between your breath and your reaction where wisdom becomes possible. This is where the final 3 seconds of the rule enter. In these 3 seconds, you ask yourself, what is the wise action right now? Not the defensive action, not the fast action, not the action your childhood learned to choose in order to feel safe. The wise action. For Daniel, the wise action was simple. Pause, look at his coworker, and ask, can you show me where the detail was missing? I want to understand fully. A sentence like that would have saved him the shame that followed. A sentence like that would have changed the energy of the room. A sentence like that would have rewritten the story he keeps repeating about himself. This is the power of 9 seconds. But the real miracle is not what happens in the moment. It's what happens over time. The more you pause, the more your reactions soften, the more your breath slows, the more your body learns safety, the more you choose wisdom, the more your old wounds lose authority. Because here's the truth you rarely hear. You don't heal by deleting your triggers. You heal by meeting your triggers with a new response. Every pause rewrites your emotional memory. Every slow breath teaches your body a new rhythm. Every wise action reshapes the person you believe yourself to be, and slowly, almost imperceptibly, your reactions begin to match the life you want instead of the life you survived. There is another person, Ava. She tells herself she overreacts because she's dramatic, or too sensitive, or too emotional. But the truth is simpler and far more human. She was never taught what to do with feelings that rose too quickly. So now, when a friend says something careless, or her partner forgets something small, she feels a wave hit her faster than she can interpret it. Later, she feels embarrassed, small, like she ruined something precious over nothing. But it was never nothing. It was her nervous system remembering what it felt like to not matter. So the reaction was big because the wound was deep, not because the moment was. When she learned the 3-second rule, for the first time in her life, she felt choice between emotion and expression, choice between pain and pattern, choice between past Taver and present Taver. This is what the Stoics were building, not coldness, not detachment, not indifference, but choice. And now, the question returns to you. What would your life look like if you paused for 3 seconds every time an old wound tried to speak for you? What would your relationships feel like if you responded with clarity, not reflex? Who would you become if shame no longer followed you after difficult moments? 9 seconds is not a long time, but 9 seconds can return years of your life that emotional reactions have stolen from you. So the next time your chest tightens, or your voice rises, or the old wound whispers, you need to protect yourself right now. Remember this: 3 seconds to notice, 3 seconds to breathe, 3 seconds to choose wisdom, 9 seconds to become someone new. Thank you for spending these minutes within a Stoic. If this message reached you, share your experience in the comments and let others know they're not alone in their reactions or their healing. And if you want more daily Stoic habits, to steady your emotions and strengthen your inner discipline. Follow the channel so you never miss what comes next. Your transformation is already unfolding,